Okay, friends and fans, we are back, and I'm fixing to get to Stumpy's Tale, Chapter 3. I don't want you guys to miss anything because it's totally badass story. I don't really know which animal to let y'all look at while I am reading. Well, no, let me see, what did we cover already? We covered the tarantulas, the big rattlesnake in Chapter 2. I think I showed a little bit of the little rattlesnake. Let me see. What can we look at? I don't think y'all ever get tired of seeing sunshine on my shoulder. Makes me happy. I'm just going to show you guys sunshine on my shoulder. Makes me happy. So she takes that stuff out for you. We're on Chapter 3. A sad day. And I really hope that it's not a sad day because of something happening to Stumpy. But time will tell. Okay, Chapter 3. A sad day. A year later, Nancy's nest was still the high point of my tour. The nest was where things happened. It was the climax of the nature part of my tour. Coming just before I showed everyone what an airboat was capable of doing, Nancy herself had become a more prominent figure of late. She was still not doing much, but simply being there. The old girl looked bad and hardly ever moved. When she did move, it took great effort, or so it looked. And so I said she had gained weight in the midsection, which I assumed was egg weight. It wasn't. A dry season had come and gone, and I was again able to reach. Turn the page. The nest. The dry season in the Everglades is the life cycle, for some, of the glades wildlife. For others, it's the death cycle. Needless to say, I had worried about Stumpy and Nancy. But worry is all I'd allow myself. I never interfered with what went on with Mother Nature and her children. Well, almost. Anyway, Stumpy and I quickly fell into our routine. Nancy kept getting bigger and kept becoming more visible. At this point, she resembled a 55-gallon drum with a head and tail. She was a bloated old girl with one good eye, but she held her little corner of nature together somehow. Then it happened. I pulled into the nesting area one day, just as Nancy was about to cross over the hedge row into the drain slough. In fact, she was just about halfway over the hump when I killed the engine. Now, folks, this is Nancy, the dominant female gator of this area. Oops. Well, folks, she is old and she is expecting. Everyone laughed as she slipped back down the hump on our side. Bad night, old girl? Kids keep you up? Everyone on the boat was thrilled as I kept joking. So where are the little ones, old girl? Then I noticed not a single little gator was around, and Nancy looked bad. Bad as in death, maybe. Well, you rest there a minute, old girl, then try again. A woman from Ohio spoke up. She looks dead. I spoke back. She's just resting. She does that a lot. I cranked the motor and inched closer. The good eye opened. See, folks, she's just tired. Those 50 or 60 little gators kept her up all night, and now she's exhausted. And they're out of pocket. Oh well. I fired up the engine, did a quick 180 turn to take their minds off what was taking place, and roared away through the sawgrass. It worked for them. It did not work for me. On my next trip, there she was, lying next to the hedgerow, when I pulled in, I knew this trip was it. Nancy's last trip to be a party to. I conducted it accordingly. There were no jokes, just the area's history and hers. I'll say this for her. She was a showgirl to the end. I was just about to pull away when she tried it one last time. She came halfway over the hedge and then she went back down. This time her head went under water and stayed. I took this as time to go, and I slowly pulled away. I spotted the only little gator I had seen all day. The tourists didn't see him perched in a little clearing about 30 feet from Nancy. I didn't stop, just rode right by, wondering what would happen to him now. Yeah, it was Stumpy. They got a picture here of Stumpy. Check that out. It's pretty badass. Actually, y'all missed a couple of the pictures. I'll show you guys. There's also a picture of Stumpy. I guess the guy drew it eating a marshmallow. Pretty cool little old book. Look at that python. She's so cute. I think there's maybe one more picture in here. I don't know. Chapter 4. We got chapter 4 to go on to, Time of Change. Chapter 3 was a short chapter. And then we got chapter 5. Might read chapter 4. Yeah, chapter 5. I'll go ahead and read y'all about the author real quick so you know a little bit about the guy who wrote this book. Here he is. I don't know if he's dead or alive. Y'all can see him. His name is Randy Autry. Randy Autry is a native Alabamian. A native Alabamian born and reared in rural Clark County. The author received his BS degree in history from Livingston University, Livingston, Alabama. After completing his college education, Randy joined the Merchant Marines. His ambition was to see the world. During the next 4 years, he visited many exotic ports of call in the Middle and Far East. Randy is currently a part owner of a tour guide for Everglades Tours in Homestead, Florida. That is awesome. I don't know if any of you guys recognize this guy or not, but he is not unlike a lot of us. It's pretty cool. He had a passion for something. Airboat rides with people, and he followed his passion. And then I guess they didn't have YouTube and everything like they do now with us, and we're able to bring stuff to you guys, to other guys and girls, and share. But he was able to write this book, and he might still be out there somewhere. It's pretty interesting, really. I hope y'all are enjoying this book. I'll try to get through the whole thing. Let's see how many more pages I have. Chapter 4 is a time of change. I want to do this in chapters, and the only reason I'm doing that is because I don't want to film over 10-minute segments at a time, because it takes hours and hours for me to upload the video. So y'all please bear with me, and I hope you enjoy the little twist on things I put where you get to see my passion when I read the stories to you guys of about Stumpy. You get to see that beautiful retic. That is a ridiculous thing. Well, people, I am going to stop with that there, and I will get back with you on chapter 4, A Time of Change. Be sure and watch all the chapters before this, because it's pretty awesome. And I don't want y'all guys to miss anything.